Hey everybody, it's Dr. Val, and you're on the right channel if you want to be inspired. And I'm talking to my sister friends, uplifted, encouraged, and motivated. Join me today as we talk about you are enough. Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Dr. Val, and I'm excited to have you with me today. Let me put on my glasses for a minute. I am so excited about this topic because for so much of my life, especially in my teens into my 20s, I really did not know who I was, nor did I value who I was. So today's topic hits close to home because it's something that I've walked through and I've overcome, knowing that I am enough. So before we even get started, let's just put that out there. You are enough. Now, if you stop the video right here and that's all you hear, that's all you need to hear because you are enough. And sometimes life circumstances can cause us to feel like we are not enough or we're less than. Excuse me, let me turn off my cell phone. We're less than when in fact we're really not. Our situations our situations are just that. They are situations. It is not an indication of who we are. It is not an indication of our value or our worth. Now, they will make us, and hopefully, if you go through the situations that you encounter the correct way, you will come out better than you were before. But just by chance that you don't, and just by chance you're still struggling with some issues and some concerns, you are enough. Just the way you are, flaws and all. And the wonderful thing about being enough is when you realize that you are enough and you begin to act like you are enough, you're going to attract people into your life who know and feel and see that you're also enough, even while you're being worked on. Because we're all being worked on. Nobody is 100%. Nobody dots every I and crosses every T every time. I don't care who you are, what your name is, pastor, bishop, apostle, prophet. Nobody crosses T's and dots I's every single time. But in that, you have to understand that you are being, I want to say it like this: the work in you is not finished. That's what I'm going to say. You're being worked on. And the Bible talks about we're going to be worked on until the day of Jesus' return, until he comes back or until we're in glory first, right? So, but even still with all of that, my precious, dear sister friends, even with every mistake you've ever made, every one wrong word that you've ever said, everything that you've ever done that did not really show forth your worth and who you are still enough. Right now, today, as I'm talking to you. Single mom, I was looking at my timer. Single mom, you are enough. Heartbroken, you are enough. Don't know how ends are going to meet and what you're going to do, you are enough. Going through some hard situations and some bad times, you are enough. Learning how to cope and better manage your emotions, you are enough. Learning how to be a better parent, a better wife, a better daughter, a better sister, a cousin, you are enough. And why is this important to know that we are enough? And I'll tell you why. Because if you don't understand that you are enough, the work that needs to be done in you to bring you to the next phase and next level of your life will not be able to be done because you're not in the right headspace emotionally and mentally. If you're coming from a place of woe is me, I'm insecure, I don't like the way I look, I sound, I don't like my clothes, my life. Think about this. Let's put this in perspective. Think about a 3-inch hole versus a 6 inches, yeah. A 3-inch hole versus a 6-inch hole versus a 12-inch hole in the ground. You know that digging, the deeper you go, the more energy you have to exert to get the dirt out, right? So it's like this, not realizing that you are more than enough and then piling on the negative mindset, feelings, and emotions that you may have concerning that causes that work to be that much longer, to take that much more energy. And then by the time you get through the work, you're so exhausted mentally, emotionally, physically, that you still don't see yourself as you should. I hope this is making sense. Because it's easier to work with someone. And this is what your daddy says. I'm talking about God. Though nothing is impossible for him, right? But it's easier for people, for God, for others to work with you when you acknowledge that, yes, I'm not where I'm going to be, but I'm not who I used to be. And God is working with me, but even right now I'm more than enough, versus dealing with you in a place of despair, depression, misinformation, even regarding yourself, not loving yourself like you should. So now, not only do we have to try to get you to the next level, and God has to try to get you to the next level, he has to also get rid of all this other stuff that's hindering you from moving. So that's why it's important that you begin to get the mindset and the picture that you are enough. I'm enough. And so what I want you to do, I want you to repeat this after me. And I want you to repeat this multiple times a day, as much as needed. Because some things that have happened to you, not your fault. You had no control. Situations that have occurred, you wish that they would have gone a different way. But because they didn't, it left a scar. It left a longing. It left a wound. And so to counteract the effects of those things, you're going to begin to speak to yourself in the most loving and compassionate way, just by simply saying, I can't redo yesterday. I can't worry about tomorrow. But today, I am enough as I move forward in the destiny, the plans, and the future that God has for me. This day, I am enough. And believe it. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. It's going to really change how you see. I'm looking at my clock, so to be mindful of my time. But it's going to change how you interact with people, how people interact with you, how you see yourself, what you say about yourself, and what you do. It's going to give you the ability. Now I'm talking about your mindset changing as you say that every day. I can't do anything about yesterday. I'm not concerned about tomorrow, but today, right now where I am more than enough. The work is being done as I move forward into my purpose and destiny and the life that God has for me. As you begin to say that daily, sometimes multiple times a day, you're going to see a change. Not necessarily of things around you, but a change within you. A change with how you respond, how you act, and how you feel. All right, dear sister friend. Okay. I know you got it. So I want you to join me next week. I think we're going to cover the topic, and it just left my mind that quick. So you are enough, but we're going to cover the topic of saying no. Saying no. So last week I talked about becoming your number one priority. This week, this video, you are enough. But next week, we're going to talk about, well, really, it's the power of the word no. And you don't want to miss it. So I'll see you here next Thursday. Have a good day. Bye.